Some people don't have a degree and they come to Asia and they want to work and they want to live out here, so they automatically don't consider any any country that requires a degree. And I'm just going to say this is the wrong way to do it. Yes, you could come here and with no degree at first, and you can find a job somewhere. I'm sure it might not be the most conventional location, a place, but you definitely can without a degree. But it's not that stable, and in Cambodia, I went to Cambodia recently. It was actually oversaturated, so something to keep in mind. You can come here without a degree, and go to the countries that don't require a degree. But it's probably oversaturated because the barrier to entry is so low. So something to consider. You could also go to places that do require a degree and work under the table. Once again, it's not going to be that stable. You go to Thailand, Vietnam, yes, you can find something, but it won't be that stable. And they could just not pay you, and what are you going to do about it? You're working illegally anyway. So the right way to go about it, in my opinion, is you should go for a competency-based bachelor's degree. Competency-based, what does that mean? So it's all about competencies. You got to meet these certain competencies, and when you prove that you've met these competencies, then you pass a course. It's not So it's basically self-paced, and you can find these online. You can find WGU, UMPI, whatever it is, and you can find these degrees online, and they're self-paced, and you can get a bachelor's. You don't have to go 3 4 years. You could get one within a year. It's true. I mean, you're going to work your ass off, but you can get it done fast. And why wouldn't you do that? It provides stability. It provides something to fall back on. I mean, even in the U.S., if you have a bachelor's degree, it's something to fall back on. Instead of just um, falling back on skills, like at least you have a paper credential to show that you have the skills. There's a lot of value in a degree, and there also in the U.S. some places just require any bachelor's degree, or that could be enough to negotiate higher pay, higher salary, whatever it is. And that's what I recommend for you, is go for a competency degree program. You can find them cheap online, get it done within a year, and now that's your key. That's your key to many job opportunities. I don't care what bachelor's it is, get yourself a bachelor's. So there's this new university, and I'll talk to you about it. It's called New Lane University. Literally, if you have an associate's degree, it will cost $1,500 total, and you could pay like $39 a month. It's just a general education bachelor's. I think you can concentrate in like art history, management. You could concentrate in some fields. So it's not completely like a general education bachelor's. You do have a concentration, so that's nice. But like I said, it's like $38 a month, and you max out at $1,500 if you already have an associate's degree. I think you need it's like 1,500. You got to look into this. It's like $1,500 if you already have an associate's degree, but I think it might be 3,000 if you don't have anything. But still, $3,000 for a bachelor's degree, and this is recognized by the Department of Education. It is nationally accredited, which is not as prestigious as regionally accredited, if you know anything about accreditation, but it's still legitimate, and it's for immigration purposes. It works, and you could take it. You could work in other countries, and nowadays employers don't even know the difference. So it's all the same in their eyes. So I would not. if I were you, I would not be bothered too much by that. So that's my recommendation. You should check out these universities, WGU, UMPI, and most of all, New Lane University. It's the cheapest out of all of them. And start working on it. Work at a snail's pace if you have to. But get the ball rolling.